Hi everyone. Hi diamonds and dolls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lindy. I'm aspiring marketing manager and content creator. I'm a Vista boy by day and a Jesus warrior 365. All right. So if you have been watching my channel, if you're looking at my previous videos, you would know that I resigned from my job. So I've resigned. I've served my notice. Now what? Ngapela, now what? Right. So first of all, I'm only in my second week of resigning, and I really just wanted to film this video just to let you guys into the whole journey of me recreating myself, finding me again, finding the Lindy that I was once upon a time. Because one thing about corporate, it will strip you of your identity, best believe. And so I've just kind of felt like I need to, firstly, I need someone to hold me accountable to the journey that I'm on right now, to the dreams and desires that I have for myself. But also at the same time, I really want to be able to showcase to other people who found themselves in a similar situation or even a worse situation, or maybe even a better situation, what it's like to resign with no actual plan B. So first and foremost, I don't really not have a plan B, but my plan B is for me to create content. And I've been doing that. As you can tell, I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now. I'm still working on my channel at the moment, and TikTok's really fun and all of that, but my Instagram does need some revamping. But if you follow me, there's a big surprise coming up. But anyways, so that's just the first thing, is just rearranging my thoughts afterwards, because it's been the past 2 weeks have really been difficult for me in that I don't have a structure anymore. So it's hard to find myself not having a structure, but still wanting that kind of stability. So that's the first thing that I want you to know if you decide to resign from your job, is you need to have the discipline to keep to the structure, because that's the most important thing of all. It's to understand that the discipline that you need to have it every single day. The discipline that you were giving at your previous job, you're going to have to take that discipline and put it into what you're doing now, because this is your livelihood, my guy. So that's the first thing. The second thing I would encourage, because I am a Christian YouTuber, I would definitely say is that to stick to your journaling, stick to your daily devotionals. Praying a lot has helped me throughout the past week, because I am in kind of a weird space and it is quite hard to deal with it. But hold on to God, my guy. Hold on to the Lord Jesus Christ, because nothing else will give you strength other than Him. Those 2 points are the first two things that you need to really click your mind into before you send that resignation letter, before you quit with immediate effect, whatever it may be. Those are the first two things: discipline and holding on to your faith, because those are the two things that are going to help you stay focused in what you're actually doing. Because you're not just going to resign your job for the sake of resigning your job, unless you got a daddy with a bank who's got bags. I don't. R.I.P. Dad. I don't. But unless you're that person, you're gonna have to really put in the work in order for you to find your livelihood. So for me, it's more of a shift more than anything else. I was working in a financial, numbers admin type of job. I really am a creative, so I'm moving to the creative space a little bit more now. So with that being said, I need to start doing things that are, first of all, not costly, because I don't have a job, but also things that are going to help me better improve my skills. So the first thing I did right after I resigned is I bought this kit, right? It's not the greatest kit, but it's just for me to get used to using equipment. Like I have multiple ring lights around me right now, and it's just for me to really get my headspace in, to help me understand that in as much as this is a fun job, it's a job. So therefore you need the equipment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing that I would really encourage you to do, is to take up online courses. If you don't have the funds, there are tons of free online courses. If you want to take a course that's cheap, I'll link it down below, but there's a website called GoDaddy Deals or Daddy Deals or something like that, and they do really, really big discounts on courses that are really, really jam-packed with information. So I would suggest that you do that. What I want to encourage you to do is to allow yourself to grieve your previous job. If your job was toxic, if it was hard, if it was something that wasn't ideal for you, maybe you were doing a job that you really were just using to make money because you needed to survive and live, or you took the job and it's not as much as what you had thought it would be initially, then allow yourself to grieve that, because grieving that will help you to understand your value and your worth. Where you look back and you're like, hi, bro, Chomi, you really, really didn't think much of me, eh? So that's one thing that I have really come to realize, is that the job that I was at was stripping me of every inkling of who I am, other than the part of me that was a go-getter and a fierce and ferociously motivated hun. So those are the two things that they kind of hung onto, but the rest of me, that was just the skeleton. So it's really important for you to allow yourself. So I gave myself a week. If you watch my 2 previous vlogs, you'll know I gave myself a week to kind of just relax, get rid of all the trauma and the stress and the anxiety that the job had had given me. But it allowed me to do that. So I would really encourage that you grieve your previous job. Now, if you want to know more, I highly suggest that you go and you follow my Instagram, because I'm going to be highlighting what it's like to actually grieve your previous job. I will have it as a highlight. I haven't posted anything about it yet, but that's coming up next. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. But then again, that comes into your faith. You need to hold on to who God is in every single moment. And so that's one thing that I really, really encourage you to do. So those are my 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts, 4, 5. If it's 5 points, but I don't remember how many it was. But that's my advice to you as we start this journey together. And who knows, maybe in a month's time, I'll have more tips for you. But you're only going to find that out if you stay subscribed. So subscribe, Chomi. Comment down below if you are on the same journey as me. Comment down below letting me know what are your biggest struggles. Let me know what it is that's really encouraging you at the moment, what's really pushing you to do what you believe is what you love. But other than that, Chomi, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and like this video, share it with your friend of a friend of a friend, and tell them that this is the channel of the girl who decided to quit her job with no plan B other than her faith in God. Anyways, my diamonds and dolls, until next time, I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.